forget to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Everybody eating this a party, one o'clock of time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Yeah, you in the lead, but you ain't hooping, running, tear you out. Before you judge me, you need to go and wipe the mirror off. Try to turn me down, only thing you do is veer off. Showing fake love, I can tell it once I say it all. I just stay cool, acting like it wasn't weird at all. Most of the people that you meet are not who they appear at all. If you want on top, then you wouldn't hear it cheer it all. But I ain't got no top, I don't need a channel.
Today.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well, this defense for the Raiders, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Second down, Cousins. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Cousins. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. Meanwhile, Cousins throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Cousins to throw it. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. And he's going to get this down near the 25. The numbers for him from a week ago. 6 catches, 79 yards.
And they've gone to him early in this one. I sense a theme, one that I expect to continue throughout this contest.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Now Cousins. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Cousins in step with Jefferson that time. First down, Vikings. Cook up the gut. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. This fielded right at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So now it's the Raiders' turn to go on offense for the first time. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Gets past one man. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Davante Adams. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. They'll try and throw for it. Sliding out of the pocket. And this play is not going to work. He stopped short of the goal line, and this will remain a 7-6 ball game. So what do you think the mindset was there? You can tie it with a PAT here first half. Why go for the lead right now?
The old school mindset says if you have a better team, you just go ahead and continue to try and dominate. There's also a school of thought, if you don't think you're quite as good, you have to try and take advantage of opportunities. And finally, I just think this is analytics coming into the game. Someone saying the more you go for 2, the better your chances are of actually getting them.
They start the drive with Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he will have a Vikings first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 23 carries for an even 100 yards.
Well, they set a nice tone in week 1. He's among the leading rushers in the league. I think that they continue to feed him the football and continue to establish the running game so they can get the play action and throw the ball deep later on.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And he is going to lose yardage here. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they worked this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here. Over 20 yards. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
The Raiders at 1-0 on the year following the win in week 1. And they were able to take care of business in front of the home crowd last week.
Nice to get that opener at home, but now things get a little bit tougher. The good thing for them, though, is they take a little extra confidence with them when they head out on the road.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. They'll look to throw here. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Now Cousins.
Open man is Osborne. He's got it. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Yards the pickup, 1st down. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And it's a fumble. And the Vikings pick. And a loose football. And the offense is going to get the ball back. After all that, heck, it'll be a 1st down. Goodness, nobody wanting to hold on to that football. 2 fumbles, 1 by each team on the same play. Not something you see every week.
No, not at all. And you and I both know how important possessions are nowadays in the NFL because there's not much difference between teams. So when you get a chance for a takeaway, you've got to hold on to the football yourself. Don't give it right back to him.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Raiders go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Cine.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And now out comes Minnesota. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Cousins now to Jefferson on the slant. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. He was able to run free after the catch. It's It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
He's got room at the 30. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. And his kick is indeed good, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Out to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Now back to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
As we both know, there's a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year, and part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. There he goes left side. 20, 10, 5, and they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the lead is up to 5. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And now here come the Raiders.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll set up a throw. He'll buy some time right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. But I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Flush to his right. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. He'll drop to throw. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
And the Vikings going to take over here one more time before the half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Can almost see inside his face mask there, the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Throwing, Cousins, setting up the screen for Cook.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So a very...
Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3.
The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway.
This one fielded at the 5. is up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 yards on the scramble there, but it does leave him still a few inches shy with third down looming. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Not your normal call in short yardage, but the toss works very well there. Big people out in front, being physical, and they pick up a first down.
Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down. A handoff as they run the counter play. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
They'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. On the move to his left. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. A first down throw for Cousins. And the Raiders have got him.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Cousins. Throw left side, complete. That's Osborne. Only able to gain a couple there. And it'll be 4th down.
And here's Ryan Wright now
as he's on to punt for Minnesota. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And he'll look downfield for Waller. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. And here's a handoff out of the gun.
Room here to run. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
98 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Here's 2nd and 8. Buying time to his left.
He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. He broke that line of scrimmage and then let it fly, and that's an automatic flag.
Yeah, and you don't just lose the 5 yards there, but you lose it down as well. So he obviously needs to have better awareness about what he's going to do. Either tuck it and go or throw it to a target and get that pass away.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Looking to throw. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Raiders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Max Crosby. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. And that sack, Charles, just looked like a case where a speedy defensive end is a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly to do. Do you do the kick slide and try and get back in the pocket and meet him there? Do you meet him on the line of scrimmage where they call a quick set? In any event, right now, he's having his troubles.
Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point up and through. And this is back to an 8-point game. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his left. That one into the hands of Adams downfield. Touchdown Raiders. Davante Adams. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Raiders are on their way to a 2-0 start. Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And out now come the Vikings. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Throwing again on second down. Cousins. They're going back to the Hockenson again. 7 yards there and a first down. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You've got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Cousins on first down. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11 now. To throw is Cousins. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Raiders pick it up. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at about the 14. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So out come the Raiders. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. They tried to catch him by surprise there on 3rd down, but this defense, they were all over the jet sweep.
And it's oftentimes all about what you're doing on the backside of the defense, whether it's the defensive end or the outside backer, who's setting the edge. And if they don't get blown off the line of scrimmage, they can really wreck a play. And in this case, they were able to make the tackle for a loss as a result.
That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down.
That was 4th and what we would call long in that situation, wasn't it? That wasn't 4th and inches, was it?
No, I mean, you get in those situations 4th and 3, 4th and 4. That's a lot to, what would you say, a lot of pizza left in that box.
It certainly is. Not everyone dove in on that one. In today's NFL, this is a passing down, all right? This is not a running down. That takes a lot of guts to call that play and even better execution.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Flash those fast feet, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line as he can't get any closer to the end zone. 120 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Raiders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game.
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. The 30. 10, 5, and he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. So that's about as fortuitous of a bounce as you're going to find as it's scooped up and taken in for the touchdown.
And I love how you use the word fortuitous there because as that popped up, he just happened to be in the right place, grabbed it, and found his way into the end zone.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now, hang on here. Not what you want to see because Dalvin Cook injured, at least for the moment, and in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. And so there he goes left side. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. It's their quarterback with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Raiders up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter.
Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
And now out comes Minnesota.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They're both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To throw, Cousins. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Max Crosby picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front 7 today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A big play there for Minnesota. 47 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Cousins.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. First down, here's Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
To throw again on second down. Cousins sliding out of the... And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Third and long for Cousins. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Las Vegas, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll be back home next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs.